How can you use character archetypes without creating predictable plots? Imagine walking into a story where every character feels like a familiar face but with a twist that keeps you guessing. That's the magic of using character archetypes without falling into boring predictability. Archetypes are like templates for roles such as hero, mentor, rebel, or trickster. They help writers build characters that readers instantly recognize and connect with. But if you stick to these roles too rigidly, your story might become dull and formulaic. So how do you keep things fresh? First, think of archetypes as a starting point, not the final destination. Build on them by giving your characters unique traits, emotional layers, and contradictions. For example, a hero might usually be brave and selfless, but maybe they secretly fear failure or have a stubborn streak. These details make your character feel real and prevent them from becoming just a stereotype. When characters have flaws and complexities, readers stay interested because they see someone who feels genuine. Next, give your characters personal goals and motivations that are specific to their lives. Even if your story follows a familiar hero's journey, their individual desires and fears can create unexpected conflicts. For instance, a protector archetype might want to shield loved ones but struggle with the moral dilemma of doing so at any cost. These internal conflicts add layers to the story and make familiar archetypes feel new. Another way to surprise your audience is by playing with archetypal expectations. You can mix roles or change how characters behave. For example, an underdog might aim to preserve the status quo instead of fighting for change. Or a trickster could have a noble purpose behind their mischief. These small shifts challenge assumptions and keep your plot unpredictable. Using multiple archetypes within the same story also helps. When different characters embody contrasting roles, their interactions create a richer, more dynamic plot. For example, a wise mentor might clash with a rebellious hero, but their relationship evolves in unexpected ways. This variety keeps the story engaging and avoids feeling like a simple pattern. Recognizing that archetypes have both light and dark sides adds even more depth. A hero might have a shadow side, like arrogance or impulsiveness. A villain could have redeeming qualities that make them more complex. Showing these dualities makes characters less predictable and more interesting to follow. Focus on character growth as well. Characters don't have to follow a set pattern. Let them change their minds, develop new desires, or even switch roles as the story unfolds. This evolution keeps the plot lively and prevents it from feeling like a repeat of familiar stories. Finally, setting your characters in unusual worlds or conflicts can make even archetypal characters stand out. When the environment is unique and challenges are specific, the characters' journeys become fresh and memorable. To sum up, start by choosing an archetype that fits your character's core. Then ask yourself what makes this character different from the typical version. What fears, hopes, or contradictions drive them? How can their journey challenge or reshape their archetype? What surprising relationships or conflicts can develop? Answering these questions helps you craft characters that feel familiar yet original, making your stories engaging and unpredictable.